Hidden in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, northern New Mexico is a world shaped by centuries of isolation, faith, and tradition. Northern New Mexico is a place unlike any other. After Spanish colonization in the 1500s, the region remained isolated for centuries. In that time, a distinct culture emerged, shaped by the blending of Pueblo Native American Spanish traditions. You could spend a lifetime exploring the art, history, and customs of this region, but today we'll focus on two key elements: the small capillas, historic mission churches found along the high road to Taos, and the unique artistic traditions that define northern New Mexico. Along the way, we will speak to the various mayordomos of the churches, a title given to people tasked with taking care of the various churches in their villages. We start with the most famous capilla along the high road to Taos, Santuario de Chimayo. Every Good Friday, thousands of pilgrims from across North America descend on the small chapel to commemorate our Lord's Passion. Many also come seeking the famed holy day of Chimayo, which is said to bring physical and spiritual healing.
Desamparado, de Dios empreso, se queja triste, de sentimiento, pues padeciste por amor nuestro, Jesús bendito.
Along the high road to Taos, we first stopped by the town of Rio Chiquito, a small farming community just outside of Chimayo.
And it's a quiet community, just pretty much all locals, and small farming community, which is why San Isidro is one of the patron saints of this little capilla.
We then continued to the small town of Chuches. Founded in 1754, Chuches is older than the United States. Many families have lived here for generations, centered around their historic church. One is forbidden to take pictures inside of these churches along the high road to Taos, which is why most of the pictures of the interior are from online. And can you tell me about Chuches?
So Truchas is a small village that's been here from the early 1700s, and the church is built in the plaza with all the houses around it to protect it from the Native Americans at the time. And it has about 1,000 people here in Truchas that live here. I'm fifth generation, and my grandfather was here, my great grandfather, and my dad. My mother was from Cordova, and I live here in Truchas.
Wow. What's life like here?
You know, back in the day, it was really rough because the winters were really rough. Unfortunately, with climate change, it's not quite as bad anymore. Most of us work either in Santa Fe or in Los Alamos at the Los Alamos Labs, and life here is pretty modern. A lot of us are farmers and ranchers and have cows, pigs, chickens, so we kind of live off the land.
What kind of challenges does your community face?
Right now, I think the community faces a lack of businesses. We used to have a general store and several gas stations. There's no economic development here at all. So the challenge is bringing people up here and helping sustain life, you know.
From Chuches, we continue north along the high road to the town of Las Trampas. We're now in the village of Las Trampas, and this is the church I've been wanting to see, San Jose de Gracia Church. We're coming up on it right now. This is an old church. It was built in the 1700s, I believe. It's made out of old adobe. Now, the spires on the top were added by Archbishop LeMay in the 19th century, the later part of the 19th century, to Frenchify New Mexican churches. And this is, as some call it, the most classical example of Spanish colonial architecture in New Mexico to this date, Las Trampas Jose de Gracia Church. Once again, we were forbidden to take pictures of the inside, but the art and the church itself was simply breathtaking. Can you tell me about the artwork inside?
The artwork inside is done by Jose de Gracia Gonzalez in the 1800s, and he lived here for a period of time and just did the artwork. It has not been restored in any fashion.
And what are some challenges your community faces?
Challenges are people are having to leave here to work outside the community, which means this old community is now older people that live here. The young people have to leave to find work outside of town. And so that leaves us with maintenance problems.
We're on our way back from Las Trampas right now. It goes without saying that church was the most beautiful church we've seen so far. It was the biggest church. It was filled with retablos and santos. It was very beautiful. The mayordomo of that church was a very good, God-fearing man. He gave me a lot of insight into the history of the church. Another aspect of northern New Mexican culture I'd like to touch on today is Pueblo Native American art, which is world famous. Many pueblos like the one I'm from are known for their craftsmanship, and my own family has been making jewelry and pottery for generations. When most people think of this kind of art, they think of beautiful turquoise jewelry or intricate pottery designs. However, as you're about to see, not all artists follow the status quo.
Cartoonist Ricardo Cate feels a little humor can start a conversation.
I want people to laugh. I want people to feel good.
I don't just draw for like natives because there'll be a lot of inside jokes, lip pointing and whatever that non-natives wouldn't get, and so I try to stay away from that. I try to keep it to where non-natives will get it as well. And that's the beauty of this cartoon, is because I can take any issue, even with the stuff going on. I figured a way to be able to take tragedy or just bad things and lightheartedly turn it into one of my creations to address it. And I've gotten very, very good at it.
And what message do you try to convey through your art?
Well, here I am with 8,000 cartoons about the United States, our country, from my point of view, from a native standpoint. And so I love the fact that now we have a voice. Some people don't like it. Some people are offended by some of my cartoons, which is okay, because everything in the U.S. history book offends me. So, an eye for an eye. That's kind of negative. I don't really mean to be like that. It's just that I have this voice, and I'm going to use it.
I am Pueblo Native American. This is my home. But because of my mixed heritage and other circumstances, I often feel distant from parts of my own culture. Many Pueblo traditions, especially religious ones, are kept private and secretive, even from within our own community. This is why I didn't touch on my native heritage as much today. However, I am proud of who I am and where I come from. We're all Northern New Mexicans.